This right here is where Snapchat used to live. It lives no more. Hey, what is up, y'all? It is Annelies, and in this video, I'm talking about something that surprises the average person of my age when I tell them this, and that is that I deleted Snapchat. Now, I'm not making this video to be like, I am holier than thou when I deleted Snapchat and be like me and I am such a good example for the millennial generation because I'm not attached by chains to my phone with the cables and handcuffs that are Snapchat and the yellow ghost icon. No, I'm not. So I'm not making this video to be like, look at me on my high horse. I'm just making this video because it's an experience that I have had that I wanted to share with you guys and give you my perspective and insight on the route of being a person who's no longer on Snapchat. This day and age in social media, not only just social media, but like in my generation, I'm 22 years old, and people my age, people younger than me, people older than me, businesses, everybody and their mother is on Snapchat. And now that I am not, it is a change of pace from the norm. However, I do have to say, I think Snapchat is in a steep decline right now. Not only with its user base, its stock is going down, as well as people's reviews of it. It seems that people's reviews of Snapchat have been declining as of recently. First, with that big update that happened like a couple of months ago, that really deterred a lot of people, and this was after I'd already deleted the app and I went back on it just to see what all the hubbub was about, and oh my god, it's awful. Like, it's terrible. But before getting into any of that, I want to go ahead and get started with just saying that I deleted Snapchat in January of 2018. It is currently March of 2018, so it's only been like 3 months or so, but it's still something that I have found every, couple of weeks or every week or so, somebody bringing up to me that, oh, I was gonna Snapchat you, or oh, did you see this on Snapchat? Oh, you probably didn't see this, or just being out of the loop in general on certain things in my like social circles. Now, just to answer the question that I got when I deleted it, why? Why delete Snapchat? Now, there are a couple of reasons why, and one in particular is a little bit more personal that I'm not going to get into, but I'll scratch the surface of it. But pretty much, I would say overall with the app, I didn't feel like I was gaining anything from using the app, and I didn't feel like it's kind of a weird phenomenon to explain, of saying like I feel like I wasn't getting anything from this app. Like, for instance, Instagram, when I go on it, I am entertained by either the pictures that I see, going on Instagram stories, seeing people's videos, there's photos, their thoughts, whatever it may be. So like Instagram, there's creative people. Like yesterday, I was introduced to an account that makes like paper art and like super detailed stuff. They're really cool, go check them out. So like that's entertainment that I can get from Instagram, or connecting with friends or people's artwork and their photography. But on Snapchat, I never felt like I was being entertained by it, and I feel like that's the purpose of having a social media app on your phone, is to not just go on it and then not have any benefits from it, I feel like you should be entertained, you should be gaining something from it, whether it be knowledge or enjoyment. You shouldn't just go on it to look at things and then feel nothing after, And I mean, that is what happens in social media in general. We scroll through Facebook, nothing interesting is on there, we walk away from it, but it felt like a consistent thing for me with Snapchat. Also, their interface I think is terrible, especially since they updated it. It makes no sense. I downloaded the app this morning because I had a friend like 2 days ago go, oh, I sent you something on Snapchat, and then I forgot you didn't have it, and then they forgot what they sent me. So every once in a while I just check in on there, because I have friends who only message people on Snapchat, which annoys the crap out of me. That's another reason why I was happy I got rid of it, because it forced people to talk to me, not on Snapchat. I've checked in like once or twice a month since I deleted the app, just to make sure that there's nothing vital in there. And I'm glad I did, because a person had messaged me and I was able to write them back through text message, but besides the point. I feel like the app is not a good user interface. Especially now, it doesn't make sense, it's confusing, it is too much all in one space, and I think where Snapchat really took off and where it got started in the beginning and its core like values was that it was so simple. You sent a picture, it was gone, that's the end. That was it. You sent a picture to somebody, they opened it, it disappeared forever, there was nothing else on top of that. Then stories got integrated, and I think stories were an excellent addition. So let's say stories and just the original Snapchat method of sending and going away. Then messages, then ads, then the featured stories, then those little like MTV has their own Snapchat channel, and then the filters were fun, but like there are all these layers just keep adding and adding and adding, and less is more in a lot of things, and Snapchat should really take that into account, because right now more is too much and it is overwhelming and people are not liking it. So that was another thing that really drove me away from the platform. As well as I didn't feel happy whenever I saw anything on Snapchat or used Snapchat, which kind of goes back to the idea of me saying I wasn't being entertained or I wasn't enjoying using the program. I would see things on Snapchat from people that I knew, and this is the one where I'm going to just skim the surface. To put it at its base level, yes, it was a little bit of FOMO, and that's going to happen no matter what you do on Snapchat. FOMO, for those of you who don't know, is fear of missing out. So you see somebody who puts on Snapchat that all of your friends went roller skating and you did not know about it, and you found out through Snapchat, and those were all of your really close friends, and they're all roller skating and having such a great time. And then you see on the other person's Snapchat, they're roller skating, and another person's Snapchat, they're roller skating, and then everybody goes and gets tacos afterward, and now everybody's having tacos at your favorite taco joint, and then they all go and see a movie on a different day, and you realize you are being left out of things. To put it very briefly and very plainly, that's what was happening to me on a grander scale, and what I realized was that I was going on the app, seeing things I didn't want to see, and then leaving sad. And I realized one of the biggest sources of my sadness was Snapchat. This stupid program was having a hold on me by making me, in a way, addicted, but not really, but I would say a form of addiction, a very, 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 very minuscule amount of addiction or routine, and saying, okay, I'm gonna open up the app, I'm gonna go to the stories, I'm gonna see the stories of my friends, just scroll through stuff, be updated, whatever. I was in a routine of doing that, and then I would do it, and then I would be upset at what I saw. Now, yes, that may be a whole other situation of maybe you should talk to your friends about certain things that are happening. And yes, maybe when it comes to that particular situation of the whole FOMO, being left out of things, yes, I need to talk to people when things like that are happening, but when things like that are happening, it has this contradiction of hurting your self-confidence, and then it kind of just dwindled down. So this one stupid little program was having that much of a hold on my life, and I decided, why let it anymore? Also, it's a battery drainer. This app is terrible, not only in just the way that it's set up, but the way that it is constructed. Guarantee you, if you have an iPhone and you are having battery issues, go into an Apple store and have them run diagnostics on it. I can swear to you that Snapchat will be, if not the top problem, one of the problems on why your battery is dying so fast. I've had great battery health on my iPhone since I have deleted this program, and I think that says something. One, you're just on it a lot, it takes up video, but also I think the way it's constructed is terrible. But besides the point, it is designed to suck energy from your phone. So that's one thing that has improved since I have no longer been on Snapchat, is my phone battery life, as well as my happiness, my overall joy. And I think if I go back to that whole of like fear of missing out thing, what another thing that stemmed from that is your own not having confidence in yourself that people want to be around you, and do you really have the friends that you think you had? I think is a huge underlying reason of me deleting Snapchat. And to be completely honest, since deleting that app, I have deleted friends from real life. Since deleting Snapchat, I have slowly removed toxic people from my life, and those toxic people were also on Snapchat, who I was seeing their things online and getting their toxic energy put onto me, and it was a cycle of and now it's not there, and now I don't have that in my life. It really sounds so stupid how deleting a freaking app off your phone can make that much of a difference on your personal well-being, but I've been so much happier since I've deleted Snapchat. And maybe that is attached to the fact that I've deleted people out of my life, and so I'm happier because those people are gone. At the same time, and kind of like I said, I think it was an app that I had a routine attached to of checking Snapchat, posting on Snapchat. The routine wasn't giving me any benefit. As well as, you know, you have people who, I personally was never crazy into doing this, but I know people who have to Snapchat everything that they do. They go to a theme park, they go to a party, they go to a restaurant and every single thing they do gets put on Snapchat. There are people that I know who do not use the camera app on their phone, but instead use the Snapchat camera, which I don't understand, because the thing is when you're going through Snapchat, it's not as clear of a picture if you're going through the camera app on your phone, but you could just take a picture on the camera app on your phone and then upload it to Snapchat and it would look better. And I just don't understand it. Like, I'll be maybe in Disneyland or something and I'll see a group of people trying to take a picture and I'll go, hey, can I take a picture of you guys? And they're like, yeah, thank you so much. And then I pick up their phone and Snapchat, like, to take the pic. Why don't you just take it on your because your phone is a smartphone and it has a camera on it. What a novel idea, using the built-in camera program instead of downloading a crappier version of the camera program you have on your phone. But don't mind me, I'm just a crazy woman who's not on Snapchat anymore. But like I was saying, I'm not one of those people who was posting every second and every moment on Snapchat, but you know, I was liking to post things on Snapchat, but I've kind of gone into like the Instagram story world, which I like a lot better because you can make it a little bit more artsy fartsy, there's more options, there's not as many filters, but you can make it look prettier. And what I've been doing is like taking pictures in the moment just on my regular phone camera, and then maybe that evening I'll post stuff to Instagram stories, take time to post it and make it look cool and artsy and interesting for people who want to watch it, but not being like, oh, I need to open the Instagram stories app and film everything that while I'm walking down, you know, Route 66 in Cars Land. Yeah, I still put stuff on Instagram stories, but that's not the point. The point is I'm not attached to Snapchat anymore, and I'm not attached to Instagram stories in the same way I was Snapchat. And I don't know how that program has such a hold on people, because it had the same hold on me. I thought it was going to be something that I was like, oh, I'm missing out and I want to re-download Snapchat and all this stuff. And after like the first day of it being gone, I deleted it, and like the first day I was getting into the routine of checking it and it wasn't there, but then like after that I wasn't having an urge to go back to this stupid app and see things on Snapchat and the dumb ads and just crap. It's all crap. But with that being said, I'm being awfully negative right now, and Snapchat is not just crap. People put good stuff on there and they have, you know, fun talks and fun moments, and it is exciting to see the fun stuff, and I enjoy seeing my friends have fun and, you know, living through them vicariously through social media. But I just felt like Snapchat was a different type of environment that I just am not a fan of anymore. Also, with that being said, I am not over here saying how dare you for still being on Snapchat or enjoying the program or using it or whatever it may be. If you like Snapchat and you're happy using it, good on you. I am glad you're having a good experience with it, and I'm glad that you're not a person who's opening up their Snapchat app, looking at Snapchat stories, seeing things that are on the internet and social media, and then getting done with it and crying and being upset and hating yourself for things you see online, which that goes for any social media. And this is getting way deeper than I was expecting this stupid video to go, but you guys get my point, I hope. I hope somebody out there is like mind melding with me right now. I think the golden rule of not only Snapchat, but anything you do is as long as you're happy, as long as you're not hurting anybody else, why not? Snapchat, if I was on Snapchat and the things I was watching I was enjoying and I was happy, I was putting things on there and I'm not hurting anybody else, I'm not using hate speech or doing rude things or mean things or anything like that, then why the hell not? But on Snapchat, I was going on there and not being entertained or having an enjoyable experience on the program, on the app, on the platform, on the things that I was seeing, and so I decided to get it out of my life. And along with that came a positive wave of me getting things out of my life that I was not happy with, which is nice and a cool, weird snowball effect metaphor thing that has happened in my life. 2018 has gotten off to a good start, and I think the first good step forward was getting rid of crap I did not need, and that was not helping me in any way, shape, or form. And like, for instance, my best friend still uses Snapchat, and I know she posts a lot more things on Snapchat, at least I believe so, than Instagram stories. And you know, I do wish to watch her stuff because I know that maybe she's posting fun moments and I want to see her having a good time and fun because she really likes the platform from the last time that we've talked about this. I don't know. Emily, let me know if your views have changed. But I'm not gonna download Snapchat just to follow her. Even though I love you, Em, I'm not gonna do it just because of the fact that that's getting back into the cycle, and then I follow another person, and then it all spirals out of control, and it's just a stupid app. I don't need this in my life. I get to see my best friend in real life, and so I can just experience those moments with her rather than through my tiny iPhone screen. Moral of the story, do with what you will with your life and your Snapchats. I'm choosing to be not on it, and I feel great about it. And if you choose to be on it, I hope you feel great about it. But I am also on tons of other social media like Instagram, Twitter. I have a Facebook page. I also have a podcast. I have my YouTube channel, and as well as that, I have a Patreon and a photography Instagram and my website. So if you are interested in me in anywhere on the internet, go check me out all those places, because I've got myself spread across the internet except on Snapchat. Look at that spectacular segue. And with that being said, I think that wraps it up for this video. Thank you guys so much for listening to me like rant, and I've just been wanting to make kind of a video like this, and thank you for listening to me. I am very curious if anybody who is watching this video uses Snapchat still, or how you feel about the whole program. I think it is in a really fast decline. I saw that it was like 2 months ago, Kylie Jenner tweeted something about I don't really use Snapchat anymore, and she was the queen of Snapchat at one point. I was watching the Philip DeFranco show today, and he was talking about how Rihanna was they did this whole snafu. Go watch the Philip DeFranco show from March 15th if you are curious of the story I'm talking about. But there's this drama with Rihanna, and they did something really stupid, and Rihanna posted on Instagram stories just y'all are dumb, and why are you doing these out-of-pocket things? And then today their stock went down a couple of points. A couple of weeks ago it's been going down a couple of points. It's been going in Snapchat has been going in a steady decline in not only value, but I think interest. So I am also very curious to see if Snapchat is even gonna be around this time next year, because the way it's looking, if I had some predictions for this time next year, I can easily see Snapchat becoming Vine and having the same type of demise. So I'm interested to see. And I'm not wishing any harm on Snapchat at all. I just see where their trends are going, and I do not think they're going in the right direction. And I think the company needs to really grab the whole company by the horns and get it on a straight path, because right now they're kind of all over the place. Anyways guys, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was entertaining or thought-provoking or enjoyable for you in any way. If you have any questions for me, go ahead and leave them in the comment section down below. I already plugged all my social medias, but go ahead and follow me there and subscribe to my channel if you are new. Otherwise, that is it for me. Stay beautiful, have a marvelous day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!